Hello, 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 and welcome back to Creative Melody. I am Anthony Frazer, and this is
Marlene Marvelous.
We are about to dive into another single from Katy Perry. This one is featuring Doechii, and it is I'm His, He's Mine. Kind of got to see a bit of this on the VMAs, not gonna lie. And we will give that recap later. You can catch that video in the somewhere, right? But I am excited to hear this full song, and I'm excited to see the music video. And yeah, so let's get into it.
Until I feel the vibrations.
There's a sample.
No, I know what it is.
Do you? Well, she's got a credit.
Right.
Okay. Well, the sample was a bit overused, I would say, from Crystal Waters. She also stole a bit of an arrangement from Justin Timberlake's Suit and Tie. That part.
I don't remember. Also, I know what song from Crystal Water it is.
Nothing really new.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit. Same old fucking shit.
And then it's like, okay, so you took this and you took this and you brought them together and you sampled some things. And then you wrote the words that you did. And I'm just like, were her and Orlando Bloom having an issue? Did somebody say that they were trying to break up or something?
I don't know.
I mean, was anyone trying to take them? I'm concerned. I'm confused.
So I am confusion.
I don't even know what's happening. I mean, we saw y'all naked, on your
Disgusting!
little canoes or standing paddle boards or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We know y'all have a kid together. Like, who's trying to take your man, girl? And next time, say their name. I mean, I just don't get it. I had no idea that somebody was even trying to bark up her tree and take what she had. Didn't seem like it. Doechii, on the other hand, great job. Actually, I really liked her writing.
Yeah.
She used a lot of words that you don't necessarily see when people are writing music. Upper echelon, and she put up echelon. Upper echelon, pulling up in the shade. And then she said, I be so aggressive and narcissistic. Well, actually, she said narcissistic instead of narcissistic, which I thought was kind of a good way to use the pronunciation in that.
Yeah.
Because it is really hard to use the word narcissistic in a song. I've tried it. It does not work, okay? You say that word every way but what it's supposed to sound like. So I really appreciated Doechii coming in and, doing what she did. I think she had fun with the lyrics. I think she had great flow. And I honestly, I love Doechii. I really think that she did well. I don't know. The song itself, I'm not mad at it,
Not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Everybody's sampling. Everybody's, taking tidbits here and there because I guess they say that they can't come up with anything original, which I call bullshit on. But if you're gonna sample, we're in the day and age of sampling. Let's sample, from the 80s, from the 90s, and all the way till now. I don't know. I'd probably give it an 8.5 or an 8. It's not Woman's World, in my opinion, which is good. That this is not Woman's World. This is better than Woman's World, I would say. But it's not Lifetime's, and I think Lifetime's is probably better than this. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. Kind of in the middle about it. I've been trying not to listen to... I know she's been, like, performing and, like, you know, showcasing some of the songs and stuff like that at some of the gay clubs and, like, in Ibiza and shit like that. I've tried to not, like, really listen and pay attention. There's a couple that I've heard, like, little clips of, but truthfully, I don't know. I'm not really, like... I'm not too impressed by it. It's like... seems like a filler. And it's like, if this is what you're given right before the album drops... Really? This is the burner for the album?
Choices.
I mean, I kind of think like... I mean, don't get me wrong. I think maybe the 21 Savage song or the Kim Petras song would have done a little bit more. Doechii is still like up and coming. So I probably would have leaned on one of the bigger features. But maybe she had something to say with this song. Maybe I'm missing the point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe TMZ is out here talking about how somebody's trying to steal her man. Maybe Perez Hilton is still talking shit on his little blog or whatever it is now. His napkin. And he's talking about how someone's trying to steal her man. And if that is the thing, then I want to know. I want to know the tea.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting! Wow!
But I really want to know who. Like, literally, who?
Yeah. I mean, the song itself is fine. Like, it's whatever. It doesn't speak to me at all. Like, there's nothing new, nothing special about it. The only thing that's really catchy is the sample that she used. You know, Doechii's part was probably the best part about the song. Everything that's Katy just kind of, like, took me out. Her singing was really weird. I felt like you literally hear the difference between someone like Doechii and someone like Katy, and it's just like, it is such night and day. You literally hear one artist who's like actually talented and actually like, you know, passionate about music, and you can hear like a professionalism and a quality in their voice and their flow. And then you have another person who's literally just in it for the money. And I think it's very obvious who I'm talking about. And yeah, I just like, I don't know. I don't care. I just don't care. It's like, why do we need the song? What was so significant about it? You know, I just don't care about this song. I don't, you know, like, there's nothing new. It's whatever. So if I had to give a grading to this song, I don't know. It's 6.5, 7. I don't know. I'll give it a 7.
7.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just like, I don't care. I just don't care.
You're gonna make a lot of people mad.
Good. I hope they're mad. I hope I'm mad that I had to listen to this song. I'm mad that
you really were. Like, as soon as I was like, you ready to listen to the song, you were like, I guess.
Like, I even like hearing it at the VMAs, I was like, really? Like, it's just frustrating to know that you're using someone like Crystal Waters' like song sampled in your music. Like, again, I'm glad, and listen, I'll give her this. I'm glad that she at least credited the bitch to fucking, and as
first credit.
Yes, first credit in the fucking song. I'll give her that.
I took the whole beat.
Yeah, I'll give her that. But it's like, outside of that, I'm just like, I just don't care. Like, I was like, it's not clever, and like, I just don't understand, like, you know, the significance of anything. I don't understand, like, you know, who's out there trying to get you and trying to get him, like Orlando Bloom, like, why? Like, I don't care.
Who?
Yeah, you know, like, and even then, is it like, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is that no one is, and so you just had to make a song to fill in the album. Ooh. And this was like something that was just like, oh, like, let's try to sound like a hot bad bitch or whatever, and like give this like this 90s house vibe. You know, that's what's obviously the rest of the album is trying to go for. But it's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you're doing 90s house music. I don't care that, you know, because there's no quality to it. To me, like, I just don't care about anything that you've written. You know, there's just no quality. There just isn't. You know, if like, this is a cute song to hear at the club, you know, to bop to.
Cute.
It's cute. That's it. It's just cute.
She's a cute girl, you know, cute next to gorgeous. Gorgeous is gonna, you know, devour cute.
There's nothing more to it. So I just don't care.
I mean, but is it cute?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Again, the music in this it's good. You know,
Yeah.
the production of this is good. The lyrics from Doechii are good. Doechii's part is good. It's the best part. When it comes to Katy, I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. Like, and to know that it's like, it just doesn't sound like there's any substance. Again, like, I just don't care. I don't care that people are trying to come after you or come to you and to Orlando Bloom. Like, I don't care.
Right.
You know, you're not the hot bad bitch that you think that you are.
Let's ask this question, because I know everybody's going to want to jump in the comments and say something, right? Is our opinion biased? Okay, let me ask you, is your opinion biased? Do you feel like maybe you just don't like Katy Perry as an artist, and maybe that's how you feel like you're feeling this way? Or, you know, give us a little bit of backstory. Do you like Katy Perry? Do you like her songs? Do you like her music? Like, what about her do you like? What about her do you not like now? Like, what changed? And does that kind of play any factor into this decision making?
I mean, okay, listen. First of all, I don't give a fuck what people have to say about me. I don't care if that her 2 fans would want to come after me for even saying anything
Not the
negative.
2 fans.
Yeah, the 2 fans.
I have 1 fan on and 1 fan right here, so maybe it's those 2.
Probably. But the thing is, I don't care what people have to say about me. And so, like, you know, say what you want about me and my opinion about Katy Perry, because truthfully, I feel like there's plenty of other people that feel the same way that I do about Katy. But
Yeah.
Here's what I will say. There are a lot of Katy Perry songs that I do enjoy. There are a lot of songs by her that
Plastic Bag.
You know, there are songs that I do enjoy and that I do listen to. And to be quite honest, I actually really enjoyed Katy before she blew up from Teenage Dream and got the 5 #1 singles. Or, I'm sorry, she was given the 5 #1 singles. Because the thing is, back in the day, when Gaga was coming out and stuff, and Katy had Teenage Dream and all of that, and, you know, you had California Girls and Firework and E.T., and you had all these songs that were coming out, and Gaga was coming out with, you know, Bad Romance, Alejandro, Telephone, you know, and I think Katy was still on a roll with Teenage Dream when she had E.T. and Last Friday Night, if I remember correctly, because The Complete Confection came out in 2012. Mm-hmm. So I think she was still releasing songs off that album. And here's my thing. Were they good songs? Yes. Were they... I will give that to her. Those were some good songs. The songs that went #1 off the album, I will say they were good songs. And there were also more songs on that album that were really good. You know, I guess for me, the problem that I had growing up especially around that time, was the fact that it just felt like everyone was handing her these accolades and all this praise and stuff. When you had an artist like Lady Gaga, who was putting her blood, sweat, and tears into all of her work and going bankrupt for this shit, you know, and then you've got someone like Katy who's coming out with a documentary crying about how she's, you know, overworked and tired, and, you know, she doesn't know who she is because of this whole, like, Katy Perry persona, and then Katherine Hudson outside of it, you know? And I didn't
even see it. She had a documentary?
Kind of. It was the whole tour, the Teenage Dream tour, but then they kind of, like, let into the light of that, and I think it also had to do something with her marriage around that time with...
Russell Brand.
Yeah, with Russell Brand. So, but then it's like...
Which I have...
But then it's like you're making jabs at Britney, at, you know, Gaga, and that's the thing. Like, you want to cry and want people to feel bad for you and your mental health when it's down. But when it comes to anyone else and anyone else's success, it's you know, you throw daggers and you're copying other people. And it's like, you were never this artist. And that's the thing that I've always seen. It's like, you were never this artist, and you were never expressing yourself to be this artist and this performer until Gaga hit the scene, and until she was releasing, you know, all the music that she was, and the music videos and the performances and the fashion that she had, you know, and everyone was saying that she was this provocative person, and, you know, she was eye-catching, and, you know, and shocking, and, you know, doing things for shock value. And I never saw that. I saw that as the artist. But when it comes to you, I was just like, well, Gaga did that since day one. Why are you now changing up the game? You know, what was it? Like, you know, Gaga, and that's the thing, like, Gaga has been around in your career for quite some time, since the beginning of your first album. You know, I remember that. I remember she had Katy in one of, Gaga had Katy in one of Gaga's early vlogs, you know, when she was doing that, the Gaga Visions. I don't know if anyone remembers that. But I do. I still do. Those are fun. I don't know if you remember those.
No.
Oh my God. We're about to go down a whole rabbit hole for that. But listen, that was the thing. Like, you know, Gaga had those things, and it was just like, Gaga has always been there, you know, like trying to be supportive and whatnot. And I was trying to, you know, reach the olive branch. And then what do? You copy her. You try to match her energy and her fashion. And it's like, for what? Like, for what? And that's the thing, that's the inauthenticity that I get from her. I just don't see her as an authentic artist. Again, but I will give her, there's plenty of great songs that she has. And, you know, I understand why that these songs have gone number one, and I understand why, you know, people like them. You know, it's just, I don't think that they're as successful as they should be. You know, that's just my personal opinion. But I can still sit here and say if a song is good or not. You know, one of my personal favorite Katy Perry songs is Walking on Air from Prism. And truthfully, I feel like if any song should have been number one off the Prism album, it should have been that song. I don't think Dark Horse should have had the amount of success that it did have, because truthfully, I don't care for the rapper on it. For Juicy J, I don't care for his part on it. Truthfully, Katy could have just done it by herself, and the single would have been fine. But Walking on Air, to me, it's new, it's fresh, it was different for her. I was like, if you wanted to go a 90s house route, that's the route that you should have gone. And instead, now you're choosing to go this route, and it just feels like it's not fresh, it's not new. It's like your time for what you could have done, you could have been ahead of the curve. Truthfully. She really could have. You could have done the 90s house thing back then, and instead you didn't. You know, Walking on Air was the gateway to go through that, and you could have continued that vibe in this music now, and instead you're not. So I just...
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like everyone's tapping into this because of Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Truthfully, because Renaissance went back into the house, and it was like, okay, well, just because Beyonce did it doesn't mean that everybody else can attempt it. You know what I'm saying?
I would say Gaga did it first, but...
Well...
You know... that's just an opinion, but...
I don't, but that's the thing, though. I don't necessarily see Chromatica as a house album.
Okay.
I see it as more of like pop, you know? I see it as Gaga's take of more of a like art pop part 2, but not as off the rails. You know what I'm saying? Like, not as like, it's more contained. It's more like, I'm conscious of everybody else around me and how they're about to judge me, so I'm going to bring it in, but I'm also going to just be fun and free with this album.
Okay.
You know? As for like house, I don't know that it necessarily hits house. I feel like it's still modernized.
Yes, but I will say it's more modernized house music, but and with house influences. I will say
house
that.
Influences, yes.
But I still think that that's kind of where it came from, because truthfully, I don't feel like anyone was really doing anything like that at the time. I feel like you still had like the 80s influenced beats prior to that album. You know, and I feel like once Gaga came out with that, then it was like, oh, let's do the house now. You know what I mean? And what I will say though, with Beyonce and Renaissance, you know, we don't really know much about, or I mean, you probably know more than I do, but I don't know much about when that album was recorded around that time. We know that Cowboy Carter was written and recorded first, you know, prior to Renaissance. So I don't know when that process started from Cowboy Carter to Renaissance. Because for Gaga, the recording process was, because Chromatica came out in 2020, and so the process should have started back in 2019. So, I mean, who knows? You know, maybe there was maybe Gaga and Beyonce were in the talks of, you know, their albums and stuff and whatnot. But from my understanding, Beyonce recorded and released Renaissance because she felt like at the time we needed to dance because of the pandemic. Gaga had that music in her pocket prior to the pandemic.
Gotcha.
Because I know Replay was actually the last song that was recorded for the album. And that's actually one of my personal favorites. But we'll talk about that when we review Chromatica.
Yes, because I haven't heard the full thing yet.
Really?
No, but I do have physical copies of it now. I will actually give my opinion on Katy Perry. And if I am more biased or not, or if I even like her music to begin with, when we do the music video for this. So we graded it. We are going to go ahead and end this video here. If you would like to catch us in the next one, be sure to go ahead and click over to the music video because we're about to watch it now. Maybe our opinions are going to change. Sometimes music videos are just that little oomph to send it right over the fucking rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't just say that because we're gay. But we will catch you in the next video. Be sure to always like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you are the first to know about all the video reviews that we have, album reviews, single reviews, tour reviews that are coming out. You just know about them all, okay? In the meantime, have a wonderful time. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Until I feel the vibrations.
Hey guys, what are you doing? The video's over, but there's plenty more to go through. Scroll below.
Right there.